Oh, we're streaming.
Are we ready?
All right.
Stop.
We ready right now.
All I know is this violates every canon of respectable broadcasting.
How are you?
Hey, who wants to help me get this recorder out of here? I need some muscle over here.
You are listening to Blame Your Brother.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing out there? This is Blame Your Brother. Welcome all the blamers that are listening and to all you live with us in the YouTube live stream right now. We appreciate it, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. That's right, Blame Your Brother. It's a podcast we host. There's three of us. I am 1/3 of that trio. I am David, a.k.a. D. Brew, the voice of the people, Mr. 40%, Glenn Jackson, and the former dictator. I am joined by the guy to the left. He's the actual dictator. His name is Lee.
What's up, everyone? I'm the superhero of 2018. I am LeBron Jim, everybody. And the man with no mic volume.
All right, that's Lee. And I'm also joined by our longtime friend. He is the guy everyone comes to for advice. It's John.
Hey, everybody. John here, a.k.a. Tico, a.k.a. Mr. Groupon, Mr. PTI, the Madman.
What did you say? The Madman?
The Madman.
They got John Tortorella, a madman.
They do have a madman.
Okay, he's a madman.
There you go. You are the madman. All right, guys. So we come to you every week. We're going to be talking about a lot of things. This episode, we're going to be talking a lot about best of 2017. So much more. We got Riann calling into the show in just a little bit. We'll talk to her, how we discovered her, how she came to be on the show, and she's got a good story to tell us about dating in the modern era, which we know nothing about. So it should be eye-opening. I mean, you can never say.
John knew about Grindr.
He knew. Yeah, he did.
I did not know about Grindr.
But yeah, we're old men and we don't date, so it'd be interesting to get someone else's take. And it's a feminine voice. We can't say we're misogynistic in the year 2018. So before we bring her on, as we do every week, Legal listens to the team, checking it out, to go on old archives. Lee, I'm gonna start with you. Is there anything you need to apologize for or make a retraction for last week's episode?
No, there's no apologies I need to make. The Me3 hashtag is still firmly viable, but I will say that we got a lot of flack this week from our legal team because Disney contacted us.
Oh,
and they were really upset that we were producing such a fine geek blog that was focused on Star Wars.
That's right. Yeah.
The Blame Your Geek Side.
Blame Your Geek Side. We love. Yeah, it's good stuff, guys.
So just go to bybpod.com.
Or in 2018, go to blameyourbrother.net. That will take you to the website.
These days.
Blameyourbrother.net. So that you can also go there.
Stepping up your game 2018.
So, or if you really want to be cool, go to blameyourbro.com. All those
Blame Your Bro?
All those
Blame
URLs.
Your bro.
What about Blame Your Bra?
Blame Your Bra. We might get that as well. So, yeah. So, we're definitely, like I said today, we're going to get some to best of 2017. We're going to recap last week's chip incident, which was... we'll definitely have to touch on that.
Any apologies? I feel like.
Oh, John, do you have any apologies?
I feel like that person that reached back out.
I apologize to you guys for having to let you guys take the brunt of that chip challenge.
There we go. Us and Josh.
Me take the week out.
Yeah, we appreciate Josh coming on. It was a fun time. So Riann's going to call in here in just a second, guys.
Wait, I just have to ask, did that Dear John person not reach back out to you and complain about the horrible advice you gave?
Uh-oh, here we go, guys. Here we.
I guess we'll never know.
Hello, Riann. How's it going?
Good. How are y'all doing?
We are doing fantastic. We're just having a good time. We're waiting on your call, and you showed up, so that was great because the two hosts were arguing with each other. Okay, so Riann, how did we? So let me tell the story real quick of how you came to be on the show. So
Found me.
I listen to
I
listen to Barstool Sports Radio all the time. It's one of my favorite podcasts. It's great. Stoolie Nation, all that good stuff. And you actually were featured on an episode where you called in and had complimented on someone's nice behind at a boxing event. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so I was going through Twitter. I saw you. I was like, hey, I like the call, and then we kind of conversed, and then I found out you got some good stories to tell about dating in the modern era, which we know nothing about. So we figured we'd have you on and just hear some great stories, and then give some comments on it. So it should be fantastic. So before we start, where are you calling from exactly?
I am from right outside of Cleveland.
Okay, so have you missed the snow, the blizzard of 2018, or you outside of that?
No, I mean, it's still cold as balls up here, and there's snow. It's been snowing for days. It's just not as heavy as the East Coast. So.
Right. Well, thank goodness for that. Well, we're snow-free down here, so thank goodness. Okay, so...
Oh, how nice for you.
I know, it is. It's nice, a nice toasty 20 degrees down here. We love it. It's fantastic. So, okay.
I think we're sitting about 7 right now.
Oh, well, there we go. See, we're in double digits. We're feeling good. Okay, so let's go ahead then. Tell us.
All right.
I'm going to let you just word it. You told some great story at a stand-up. I'm just going to let you take the floor and lead us the story of I don't know anything about the story, so it's going to be news to me. I kind of know what it's about, but go ahead and just tell it in your words. Tell us about your awesome date or awesome guy you met.
Right. Okay, so let me tell you how you found out about this and why I'm calling. So I went to this thing at this bar last week with my one girlfriend and my cousin, and it was called So I Dated a Fuckboy Open Mic Confessions. Basically, it was just a bunch of girls, a couple gay guys, whatever, that were in there, just telling all, like, really shitty and unfortunate dating stories of dudes that everyone's met in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So the one that I told was about this guy that I was seeing. It was never my boyfriend. It was back in 2014. We'd seen each other for a little bit. And so that's where it was like summertime. The one apartment on the college campus had like summer, like pool parties and stuff. They'd bring DJs in, whatever. So me and my one friend went, we're drinking, hanging out, laying out, whatever. I met this guy because I went to shotgun a beer and was sitting on the wrong end of the beach chair, of like the pool chair, and I rolled out backwards and fell in the pool.
Nice.
And I mean, I didn't spill. I finished shotgunning the beer. I was really proud of it. But basically, he was like talking to me from across the pool, ran into him at the bar that night, and then the next night. So then the third time I ran into him, he was like, just get my number, let's hang out, blah, blah, blah. So we start hanging out and everything. Everything's good for a while. Meeting his friends, staying at his place, hooking up all the time. Everything's great. Well, then I find out so first of all, he tells me he's going on a family vacation.
Mm-mm.
And while he's gone, I found out that his family vacation was his ex-girlfriend's family vacation to visit her parents. Oh, yeah. And that's just the beginning. So things that I called him out on it, and I was like, you told me it was your ex, whatever. And he's like, it is. It was just, we already had it planned. And so I felt bad not going. I was like, all right, whatever. It's not a serious thing for me anyhow. So
nope.
you like, I have no obligations to you. You have none to me. Just don't lie to me. And he was like, all right, fine.
Nope.
I can deal with that. I was like, I mean, I wasn't looking for anything serious. It was summertime. I was just trying to do my thing, hook up whenever I could, whatever. I'm not a person who's looking to settle down anytime soon. I'm getting my life together, and it's how it's been for a little bit, and totally fine with all of it. Well, then he felt really bad. So then he started treating me better and doing all this stuff, and like let's go to dinner, like let's hang out, like come over every night. And I was like, well, I'm not doing shit, so whatever. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like ghosted. Like stopped hearing from him, all this stuff. But I'd been at his house every night, like with his roommates and his like fraternity brothers and all this stuff. So like I became really good friends with them. I'm still better friends with them today than I am with him. Anyways, so the one kid, it was his birthday or some shit, I don't know. We had been at the bars downtown, and he had come later on, and so I saw him. I was like, oh, hey, what's going on? Haven't talked to you in a while. He's like, oh, nothing. Saw you were down here, wanted to come see you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, you could have texted me and I could have told you, but I mean, thanks for coming. So then, I mean, made me feel good. Oh, okay, cool. I'm not forgotten. And buying me drinks, we're taking shots, we're hanging out, everyone's chilling, good time. Go back to the house and everything. And then I end up staying sleep with them that night. Wake up in the morning, start doing it again, and then I hear fucking banging on the front door. Uh-oh. And not just a knock, a full-fledged, like, fist pounding on this front door. And I was like, who is that? Is that your Liam? Like, what's going on? Oh, yeah, for sure. Drunk me, like, hung over me in the morning, forgot that I had left my shoes outside because I had got had like stepped in a puddle and they were like muddy, so I didn't want to bring them into the apartment. Oh my God, it was so bad. But so I hear this banging on the door. I'm like, dude, leave her alone. Like, we're in the middle of like doing it right now. I'm like, ignore it, dude. Stop. Like, I don't know what you're doing. Quit paying attention to the door. Look at me. Focus here. That didn't work. It was done. We start hearing knocking and rattling on windows, going around to this entire, because it was like his apartment is, it's like a house that's got like 6 or 7 apartments in it, and they're all kind of tiny, like 1-bedroom deals, like on college campuses. So she's going around the corners, like knocking on windows, and like right by the bedroom door, and he like shoved the pillow over my face. Don't say a fucking word. I was like, all right, whatever. And then so he's like, dude, what do I do? What do I do? I'm like, you keep your mouth shut and you ignore it and you act like you're sleeping. And he goes, I can't do that. I got to answer the door. And I was like, what are you talking about? You have to answer the door. No, you do not. This is absolutely not the right move. 1,000% the wrong choice right now. So he's like, no, I have to, because it's not going to stop. It's literally going to go on all day. I'm like, who is it? He goes, it's fine. I'll just take care of it. Here, get your clothes and get in the shower. So, okay, before I tell you who it is, because it was one of these little apartments from a house, his bathroom was split into 2, where one side across the apartment was a sink and a toilet, and on the other side, it was an old closet that was converted into a standing shower. So he grabs my clothes, takes me, throws me into the shower closet, closes the door and then closes the closet door and then answers the front door. And it's his ex-girlfriend that apparently he had gotten back together with and didn't tell me, and they got in a fight the night before, and that's why he came down to the bar, because he knew I was out and he was mad at her. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So I'm like hearing them, like I hear her like punching him and like slapping him and yelling at him, and he's just kind of like, I don't know what you want. Like, what? Me, and the whole time I didn't realize my shoes were outside until I hear her go, why the hell are these heels sitting outside your door? Blah, blah, what bitch is in here? Where is she? Blah, blah, blah. Let me in. And I'm doing my hardest not to laugh, but I can't move to put my clothes back on because of how like quick I got in this closet. So I'm literally sitting like knees to chest, like hugging myself, like on my phone on Twitter, like laughing, like tweeting this whole thing out, or like texting one of my friends or whatever. I'm like, dude, this is going on. Like trying my hardest not to make a single sound. So then she finally like pushes him out of the side. They're both bodybuilders. I am not. So they're like, I was scared, like just a little bit. I'm like, okay, like I'm pretty scrappy, but I don't lift the way this girl does, and she could probably throw me across the room if she really wanted to. Like, was really hoping not to run into her. She's opening all the doors, looking at everything, and the only door that he freaking stands in front of is obviously the shower. And he goes, she's like, well, that's obviously where she is. Move. And I hear her like hitting his head to the point where it's like banging up against the door. And I was like, I don't know what to do right now. There's literally nothing I can do. So finally she opens the door and she goes, I fucking knew it. She ended up like taking a picture of me. I found out later, putting it like on Instagram and Twitter and all this stuff, sending it around. It was really, really bad, to the point where like I threatened to call the cops, and then she tried to be my best friend afterwards. But so eventually she like Cody like slams the door. Ooh, I wasn't gonna say this. Oh, anyways, it like slams the door and like tries to get her out, and he like locks her in his room and everything. He's like sitting down like with her, trying to have a conversation. So I finally like get up, put my clothes back on, and open the door and be like, all right, Cody, we're hanging out tonight, right? Okay, talk to you later, bye. And then like I leave, and she comes after I'd already like closed the door, was getting like ready to sit in my car, and she goes, that's right, bitch, you better leave. I was like, I'm already gone. Like, right. Your feelings are hurt. I did nothing. My feelings are hurt because I got used. But, I mean, I got something out of it, so I'm not that devastated. And I really never wanted to be with him anyhow. So it is what it is. And we laugh about it now. He's one of my better friends. But it's just, like, the funniest story. Like, I've never, like I don't know how that went through his mind. Like, oh, here's an idea. Let me let her in and also shove me naked into a closet. Because that's not obvious at all.
Cody.
So that
what
was
were you thinking, man?
Yeah.
Wow. So
he wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
Well, I want to go back. Yeah. So you say this guy.
Oh yeah.
You're good friends with this guy today. I mean, how does that happen?
So I like stopped talking to him for a while. It was hard because we were going to school together. I was always next door at his like friend's house and like hanging out with his friends. So it's not like I wasn't seeing him. And I'm not a very confrontational person. Like, yeah, like it was messed up what you did, but we weren't together. And ultimately, you're the bad guy because you got back with your ex, and I knew nothing about it. So I have no hard feelings. I mean, I don't trust him. I would never date him.
Right.
I would never do anything. But it was like a couple months later, I brought it up, like over at bars. I was like, hey, remember when you were an asshole? And he goes, yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I was like, no, you're not. You just feel bad because I'm calling you out. But it is what it is, and now I'm just going to make fun of you for it for the rest of your life. So
there you go.
I don't have anything against him. She was the crazy one. Well, I mean, I have a little bit against him. I was kind of fucked up.
Right.
Probably shouldn't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, like, it is what it is. And to me, it's like it's a funny story to tell now. So no hard feelings. It is what it is, kind of. Now I get to do this. I get to go tell a bunch of people live at a bar and then call into a podcast and talk about it because it's literally the funniest thing that's probably ever happened to me.
I mean, yeah, that's hard to beat. So the dating scene of 2017, 26, whenever this was in the last couple of years, is that customary how you meet guys shotgunning beers and they come over to you, or what is that?
I be lying if I said that was the only time that someone tried to talk to me after shotgunning a beer.
There you go.
Happened at like tailgates and stuff, whatever. Mostly now it's just like meeting at bars, friends of friends. I do the Tinder and Bumble thing, but not seriously. I went on like a couple dates and they were weird, and it was like people who I already knew. I was like, I'd rather meet someone face to face than try to. I mean, I know a lot of friends who've done that, people who have gotten married from meeting on like those dating apps and stuff, which is cool, but those are basically just like hookup things. Like you're trying to get your rocks off, like get on there, find someone close, and like meet at a bar and then go hang out later.
So we've got some
stuff sometimes, but
we've got some people in the chat and they want to know: are you into pirates?
To pirates?
Yeah. Do you like pirates?
Like Johnny Depp pirates, or is there? Like, I don't know.
Like,
I mean,
like a eye patch, wooden leg, parrot. I don't know.
Oh. Okay.
Well, I'm definitely terrified of birds, so I would take that part out of it.
No,
but,
no parrots.
Sometimes no parrots, but I mean, an eye patch would be cool.
There you go. Well,
I guess I don't know. Pirates are fine.
The reason
it makes a good Halloween costume.
The reason we say one of our listeners has an eye patch, so I guess he was kind of I think he liked your story a little bit.
Oh, he's shooting a shot?
Yeah,
is that what he's doing?
Yeah,
he's trying to shoot a shot right now?
Shooter's going to shoot, so, nothing wrong with that. So like Tinder and Bumble and all that, so, I mean, you've used that, but do people just generally use that, like you said, or it's just to hook up mainly, though, right? Like that, it's...
Most of the time. Every now... I mean, I got rid of Tinder just because it was a lot of, like, weirdos and unsolicited dick pics that I just... get enough of them anyhow. Like I didn't need that many. Like I was good on all that. So then I got Bumble when it came out. Like a friend had told me about it, and this one's a little different. Like after like you match with someone, like a girl has 24 hours to message the guy first, and then the 24 hours to respond, and then you can have a conversation after that. Otherwise, it times out, and then like you just never talk. So it's not as bad now, but it's a lot of times like people will be like, hey, just moved to town, like trying to meet people, whatever. And there's different features on it now where there's like a BFF one where you can just meet people for friends, and like a business one where you can like network. I don't mess with that shit. I'm just trying to like see what's going on and try to go to the bar and get drinks with someone. But
yeah,
it's not too bad. You just have to know how to weed it out.
For sure. The important question is what beer were you shotgunning when this happened? I mean, what's your beer of choice?
Get to what it's important.
Can we take a guess before she gives the answer? I'm gonna think Natty
it was
Light.
actually Bud Light Tall Boy.
Bud Light Tall Boy. I would have went with Bud Light. That's not a bad shotgun beer, I guess.
Tall Boy,
it's pretty easy. It's not quite Natty. It's not Natty, which is like freshman of high school type beer.
But
I mean, I'm not
going to be
chugging anything gross.
Yeah, I guess you.
PBR.
Yeah.
PBR is good, like if you're in the mood for it, but that's not like you want something that's like light, that's easy, that you can just take 2 chugs and be done with it. Like I'm not chugging a PBR.
See, so now we're getting
At least that's me.
shotgun beer advice. I never
But I
thought.
mean, here's the thing.
There you go.
I'm
I'm full of fun facts.
I'm going to shotgun a Bud Light, but I'm not going to shotgun a PBR. Like, where's the line there? I don't know. Sounds suspect.
It's just personal preference. I don't know.
I bet you would shotgun a PBR. I bet you would.
No. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it, but I would take a Bud Light over a PBR.
Exactly.
There you go.
That's just me.
There you go. So okay. So you're in Ohio, that area there. So what are you hoping to do one day? Like you mentioned, you're kind of figuring things out. Is there anything that you're focusing on? I mean, what's your life goals?
I am starting up cosmetology school here. I put it off for a bunch of years, so I'm going to go make people pretty for a living. Go get my cosmetology and barber's license. Kind of wanted to work in a barber shop. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Nice.
So then I can talk sports and beer and shit for a living and have people actually have a conversation and not just be like, I don't care, just cut my hair.
That's
all right. Whatever.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
I mean, yeah. I would say if you were in town, we definitely would take the haircut. I mean, I don't think you could make us look any better, but yeah, that's great. I mean, that's
well,
good.
y'all wear hats all the time, so it's not like it would help much.
Yeah, that's true. You know, there's a reason we wear hats.
Fair.
Yeah,
I'm a back sleeper, so
okay. So if you had a better haircut, then you wouldn't need to wear a hat
all
the
time.
Hair,
yeah,
there you go.
That would help.
So there you go. There you go.
Are you a big NFL fan?
Huge NFL.
All right, well, give us.
Just sports in general, NFL, baseball.
Well, we're coming up on the playoffs, so give us a Super Bowl prediction right now. Two teams and a winner.
2 teams and a winner.
Put you on the spot.
Oof.
Yep.
That's tough.
I'm gonna go with 2 AFC teams, if that's okay.
You can't go with 2 AFC teams. That's not how it works.
I know.
Dude.
I wish I could. Well, I'll tell you my favorite AFC story is I will be live at the Browns' perfect 0-16 parade on Saturday at First Energy Stadium because that's the thing we're doing.
You're a
because
Browns
it was
fan?
so bad.
Nice.
Okay, go ahead and hang out.
I mean, I was born into it. It's not like it's by choice.
That's true.
Not really by choice.
Well, it was a historical season. I mean, so there is that. I mean, you know,
they're having a parade.
Exactly. I mean, it's something.
Yeah. Okay, so
I've been fighting with people on Twitter about all week. Okay, so my predictions.
Yes.
I just, as much as I hate them, the Patriots are gonna fucking be in the Super
Yes.
Bowl.
Do not say it.
Yes.
Listen, I don't want them to win, but if I'm being realistic, who else is really? I hope they don't go. I don't want them to go, but that's kind of what it's looking like at this point.
That's 2 strikes. That's 2 strikes.
I mean, why? Because you don't like them? I don't like them either. I fucking hate the Patriots.
I love the Patriots. I love Tom Brady. I talk about him every episode.
Oh, I think Tom Brady. Oh my God, I hate Tom Brady. That's just personal.
Come on.
There you go.
He's perfect.
Right,
What? No.
But see, here's what it is. It's deep set because I'm an Ohio State girl and he's a Michigan dude. And I can't. I've never liked it.
There's nothing good about Tom Brady.
Not just.
Let's just be frank.
You would marry.
The best thing about Tom Brady is his wife.
Wait a second. So. You would marry if Tom Brady was single. You'd marry him in a second.
Come on, right? Account.
That would be a marry for money situation.
Okay.
I have no interest in anything about him. I just don't like him, not one bit.
That's heartbreaking.
David might actually hang up on you.
I mean, that's fine. You're allowed. I wish you wouldn't, but you're allowed.
I wouldn't.
All right, so the Patriots.
I really like the. I know it's AFC again. I really like the Jaguars, though.
Really?
Okay, Patriots, Eagles. Yeah, I like Blake Bortles. I think he's underrated. I think the Jaguars. It's the first time they've done anything this big in a long time too.
That's
why I like the
Bills
Jaguars game on Sunday. What'd you say?
They just lost to the Titans. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, I know, but I can still like him. I think it's going to be Patriots, Eagles, and I'm hoping the Eagles pull it off.
Nope. It's going to be a repeat of the last time they were in the Super Bowl. Panthers, get out of here. Tom Brady's going to host that Super Bowl trophy.
The Panthers more of a joke than the Jaguars.
Right, yeah.
Come on now. Come on now.
Who's it going to be, David? Who is Tom Brady going to trounce?
Here's what we know. You just came on this show and said you like Blake Bortles. You don't like Tom Brady. That is an insult to NFL football in itself. I mean, Blake Bortles, come on.
I don't. I think he's a funny guy.
Okay, well that's
you
different.
You said you're a
He's a
Barstool
funny
person.
guy.
I've listened to him on Part of My Take. I think he's hilarious. I love him.
That's fine. You can be funny. He should quit and just do Barstool full time. That's all right. Other people have done that.
That's fine.
Yeah. So
No, I like them. I honestly think so. It's going to be Patriots and Eagles.
okay, Patriots, Eagles.
I think
With the Eagles coming out on top.
I think the Falcons are just kind of done.
So who's your second team?
They're not. The Chiefs would be kind of cool to see there too, but I don't think they're going to do anything.
No, I would say
They won't make it that far.
I would probably go with Patriots. I think Eagles losing Wentz is just too much to. I mean, Nick, he
Just
sucks.
give us
He
a
sucks.
team.
Oh, it's going to be
Nick Foles is a joke.
Yeah, he is.
Napoleon Dynamite as QB
it's
not
good.
not ideal situation.
Stop
But
sitting on the fence and give us a team.
I would say I look at Minnesota coming out. I mean, they're just solid. You know, they're solid on defense. They got a solid quarterback. You know, if Wentz was still in, yes, guaranteed. They might even win, but you cannot.
I think that's why I think if Wentz was still in, then Eagles no doubt would win the Super Bowl this year. I just want them to make the Super Bowl because of the season that they had up until he got hurt.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like they just had such a great season, like out of nowhere, and then it was just so sad when that happened.
It was.
I don't know anybody who doesn't like Carson Wentz. Like, I don't know. I just thought it would be really cool for Eagles fans to have something like that. Honestly, it's really hard for me to care at this point just because my team's so bad and everybody else, like even the other bad teams are like a million times better than mine. So at this point, it's just watching good football.
Okay, so I have a question for you.
We got to talk into
I have a question for you. Okay, so this is a hypothetical situation. I have 2 Super Bowl tickets, and I'm single, and I'm trying to get a date. What tips do you give me on finding how do I go out and find the best date? It's like a free Super Bowl ticket, dinner, whatever, hotel room, whatever. Like, what are your dating tips for this hypothetical situation?
Well, you're not going to want to lead with that because it doesn't matter. Because then any girl that's just football is going to, even if they're not,
You don't think like
just
a
Super Bowl.
Craigslist post would do it? Just like, yo, I got 2 free.
Well, I mean, you could do Craigslist. I'm not telling you you're going to come back alive, but it's something that you could do.
All right, so what's the advice? Just set up a
This is
Tinder,
my date, Jerome.
Maybe
get on Bumble. How much are they paying you?
Yeah, there you go. I don't know. I mean, talk to if there's any like friends that you have, or like see anybody that you know that like is already like into sports. You want to bring someone who's going to enjoy the game no matter who's playing or like who's playing, not just someone who it wants to go because they can say that they went to a Super Bowl. They're going to want to go because they want to see the game and experience it and everything. You know what I'm saying? Someone who's actually into it.
Maybe someone with an ex-girlfriend that's.
I don't know.
There you go.
I would say not up, but if any guys out there in her area and they have a Super Bowl ticket, there you go. I think she's kind of campaigning for herself there. Somebody that likes football.
Well,
I
mean, I wouldn't.
The key
say
characteristics:
no,
look for somebody that's
you're
crouched
asking
in
me
a
for advice to ask
shower.
someone else.
Yeah, there you go. So one last question: Who do you think the Browns are going to pick with the first pick? Who would you like them to pick, and who do you think they might pick?
Trade down.
Okay.
Trade down.
Just say it. Say the quarterback.
In the first round, the Browns trade for Tom Brady with the first pick.
The first pick, I think that they should pick. What the hell's the Penn State guy? Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
I think that they should pick him.
Yeah, that's not bad.
If they're gonna pick a QB, my honest to God opinion, they've got first and fourth pick.
Mm-hmm.
Get 2 fresh QBs. I say get Saquon Barkley, get Baker Mayfield if he hasn't picked. Because I love Baker Mayfield. Just everything about him. But I mean, we also had Johnny Manziel, who's very similar.
Yeah.
But
Johnny
Manziel was a shithead, so whatever.
Well.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need. No, but what I'm saying, like, I think if they kind of wiped it clean, got traded for like an older guy who's a QB to kind of like walk them through it, and then you've got 2 new guys to because the Browns are going to trade for Tom Brady because that would ever work ever.
Right.
Have y'all? Speaking of, real quick, and then I'll let y'all go or whatever.
Fine, go
but
ahead.
have you been seeing that stuff about Brady and Belichick and Kraft and everything going on with the Patriots right now?
Fake news. Obviously.
No,
fake
actually,
news.
we
No,
haven't.
it's obviously
Please
fake
enlighten
news.
us.
No,
We-
go ahead. Tell Lee. He wants to tell my brother here. He wants to.
I've heard this story.
Go ahead.
No, it's just that they've been fighting and all this stuff, and I honestly, like, I'm on my phone, so I'm not on Twitter. I was starting to look into it when I called y'all, but look into it. It doesn't look good.
It's
all that. Is all
Dunzo, baby.
It's
He's
like
Dunzo.
no, you know what it is? It's like Pizzagate, Flat Earth, all these other things. It's fake news. It's
None
they're
of
putting.
that
I
stuff
mean,
was
it's
fake.
probably fake.
See?
It's probably not real,
Come
but
on.
they keep talking about it. It's just a lot of things have been happening between the two of them lately. Alex Guerrero or whatever the hell his name is, not allowed in the locker room anymore, and it's just been stuff kind of piling and piling and piling. It's not looking so great for your boys over there right now.
They'll win. I'm not concerned. I mean, I'm a Titans fan, which means I'm not really a fan of anything right now. But I hang my hat.
Yeah, well,
They
I
made
mean,
it
you
to
and
the
me both,
playoffs.
buddy.
Right. Well, I would almost take 0-16 where we could have got rid of our loser coach. But yeah.
He made it to the playoffs.
Titans are so boring to watch. It doesn't
Yes.
matter if y'all made it to the playoffs or not. No one cares if the Titans made it to the playoffs because it's boring to watch. They aren't going to go past Sunday.
No.
Like,
Sa-
it's-
yeah.
We've
That's
heard
true.
your
I'm just-
predictions. We'll see.
Okay, I want to make one bold prediction I think that would be hilarious. So Jacksonville's playing Buffalo, and the last time Buffalo was in the playoffs, it was the Music City Miracle that knocked them out. If Jacksonville could perform the Music City Miracle Part 2 against the Bills and knock them out, that'd be the greatest
It
football
can't be
moment
a
of all
Music
time.
City
Or whatever they
Miracle
would
if
call
it's
it.
not in
I
Music
want that
City.
same play to knock them out. I think it'd be hilarious.
That would be pretty funny.
It would be fun.
I think it'd be hilarious. I just love the whole, like, Bills Mafia, Buffalo,
Yeah.
like, Bills mentality. They just remind me of the Browns, but obviously better.
Yeah.
So, which is nothing I would ever thought I would say in my life.
Well,
But
yeah,
like, I think it's exciting to watch them play and just how excited that they. I mean, watching them get excited, like, after Andy Dalton. The fact that, like, people in Buffalo donated thousands of dollars to Andy Dalton's foundation is hilarious to me. So I'm backing the Bills as far as until they're out. That's my team right now. I love the Bills.
She's riding and dying with the Bills. Okay, so
Jumping ship.
here's what I want. I want you to keep keep us up to date on this fake Brady news. Let us know how the parade goes. I'm sure that'll be a fantastic time for the
take
city.
some pictures or something.
You know, you got unfortunately.
I'm documenting the whole thing.
Okay,
It'll
we'll
be
be
great.
retweeting it. Unfortunately you've got a terrible football team. You have the biggest crybaby in basketball, LeBron James. I mean, things are not looking up for you guys.
And it's Cleveland.
It's Cleveland, so I mean, you can move at any point. Okay, Riann, you have.
Well, I mean, we got the Rock Hall.
Yeah.
I like Cleveland. I'll stick
It's
around
not
here for
even
a
a
little
Rock
bit.
and Roll Hall of Fame, though. It's
Well,
mistitles.
Well, that's what the name says. So.
Right. That's right. Okay. Well, we want to get you to call in at some point down the road because you've been very entertaining, very hilarious. Go ahead, tell people if you want. I mean, it's up to you. How can they follow you on social media if you want them to, and how can they? I guess we're basically encouraging people to stalk you if you want them to. How can they do that?
Oh, my shit's never going to be private. Anybody can stalk me however much they want.
Okay.
I'm on, I mean, y'all have retweeted me on Twitter. It's the Riann. It's like R with 6 I's.
Okay.
ANN. Same thing on Instagram. It's R 6 I's and then an underscore ANN. And then just hit me up on there. Follow me, DM me. I'll talk to whoever. Got nothing better to do.
There you go.
So,
all right. We appreciate.
Say what's up.
We will. Yeah. Well, people might do that, so watch out. So. Well, hey, thanks so much for calling in, and hopefully you can call back in again because I love that story. I love your takes, and as the Super Bowl goes in, we may call you, and how about that? We'll call you. Maybe you can call before the Super Bowl, and we can get some bolder predictions as
We'll
the game
talk
happens.
Super Bowl.
Okay, sounds great.
That works for me.
All right.
Absolutely. All right.
Okay.
You guys have fun.
You too. Stay warm.
Bye.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
All right, so there goes Riann with a pretty great dating story. I can't top that one. I've had a shotgun pulled on me, but I've never been in that situation.
Shotgun is pretty bad.
Yeah, but no intention to shoot me
Get
necessarily.
one pulled on you versus drinking one.
Yeah, that's true. That's good shotgun
Shotguns
tips.
were involved.
Go Bud Light. And so, would you any takeaways from that story? Any takeaways, John?
I don't think I'll be able to use any of that information.
Okay, well there you go. John is that. So yeah, Riann, go follow her on Twitter. She is funny and she's not bad looking either. So the guys, I'm sure, will make their way to that account. So, all right. Yes.
Especially if you have Super Bowl tickets.
Hey, if you got a Super Bowl ticket, yeah, hit us up and let us know. We like that whole experience.
Hit me up.
I may follow you in video. Just for the show, not to go to the Super Bowl. All right.
So I got a little bumper on the end of all this.
Sure.
A little segue, if you will.
Go ahead.
I got to ask you a question.
Yeah.
I got to know this answer. You used to be like a bumper sticker man.
I used to, yeah.
Yeah, you used to have, your car, you'd see it around town. You had like the Lemuria, some other stuff. Now you're like Sans bumper sticker man. What happened?
I just had to get rid of that life, man. That life, I don't know.
When did this happen? I haven't seen the back of your car in a while. Maybe it's been a while.
I don't know, man. I just kind of got bored of it. And,
like, when did you do it, though?
In the last 6 months or so. I don't know. I figured.
You're just like looking at it. You're just like,
I'm getting old.
Grow up.
I'm really just getting old. Lee's mic is really low. Put some volume on Lee. I guess turn his gain up. So yeah, why was there a good bumper sticker you saw or something?
No, I just always had
there you
seen
go.
you as
there you go.
I've just always seen you as a bumper sticker man.
Yeah, I've still.
And now I saw your car today, and it was like clean. It's like clean shaven.
It's
like when you see a guy with a big beard, and then he comes to work the next day,
and he's gone.
And you're like, oh my god, you're like 6 years old, and you're like, nah, man, I'm just getting old.
No, I've got the BYB sticker still, so I still got that, but that's about it. So
that's in the window. It's a little different.
Well, let's talk about last week. Me and Lee did the one chip challenge. Now I'm just gonna tell you about my experiences, and then we can get to. I haven't heard your experience, but I know what it is. I don't think we need to go into this on the podcast. So I was fine.
I think he's talking about what's going in. I think he's talking about what's going out.
So I was fine eating the chip on the show. Honestly, the ice cream helped, the milk, but that may have been part of the underlying problem here, because I got home, dude, and my stomach was not feeling it, dude. So I had to go to the bathroom immediately when I got home. I went to work the next morning, sitting at my desk. I had to go back to the bathroom again, and then I had to go one more time during the day. It was not good, and it hurt.
Yeah,
you had to go to the bathroom twice during work hours.
Yes.
That's like a cardinal sin for David.
Or, yeah, it really was. I had to find a separate bathroom.
Somebody wants to know, did you put an ice cream cone on your ass?
Man, I wish I would have, man. It hurt. It was burning so bad, dude. I'm never doing that again. I'm sorry.
It was horrible.
Did you feel some of the same frustrations, I guess?
It was worse than that. Like just like a burning butthole is one thing, but it was just like a pit of despair in your stomach.
I'm just
going to
ask,
48 hours.
As you get older, I'm older than you guys by just a little bit, but have you experienced hemorrhoids yet in your life?
No,
not yet.
Oh,
Did you get some tucks?
I've gotten a couple in the past couple of years. Oh, it hurts, man. Like, it does not feel good, dude.
It's like a prolapsed anus. Is that what hemorrhoids
pretty much?
are?
It's like a bump in your ass. I mean, it's not good. That's what it feels like, dude. It's like, I know pregnant people experience a lot. My wife did when she was pregnant, but the food I eat over the last couple of weeks and months and years has not been good to the end of the ass.
It's going to lead to an early death. Like we probably just that chip probably took at least a year off our life.
Probably so. It was worth though.
Horrible.
We got a few views out of it. So
I think it killed all the microflora in my stomach.
And you know what? This segment's brought to you by Dude Wipes. So when you need to feel fresh in the bathroom, Dude Wipes is the place to go.
And the tip of the day for Dude Wipes is place a Dude Wipe in the freezer before eating a hot chip to experience the coolness of a Dude Wipe later.
That's right. Use the
Dude Wipes.
Use the code BYB. All right. I do want to mention real quick, as we mentioned earlier, that we do have a new contributor to the website, blameyourbrother.net, and Adam Cox is going to start writing articles about geek, and I mean we can get in on this as well. I mean it can be a shared column. He's going to be doing the majority of the work for it. We're calling it Blame Your Geek Side. That John kind of came up with that. I liked it. And so look for his articles. Hopefully, I haven't talked to him really, but I've already got one up about Star Wars. Really good read. It's gotten a lot of views. People have checked it out. Next one's going to be about comic books, and I think me and him will get together and kind of go with it from there. So please go to blameyourbrother.net and check out his columns. They're really good. You know what's great about this show is like Riann calling in and Adam and getting involved and all these other people. You kind of meet all these people and they kind of get involved with the show. Like Josh.
Creates its own community.
That's great. The two Joshes. We had Elizabeth on. We had Naja Sherman. It's just really cool to see these people want to be part of this process and actually enjoy it. That's what always kind of surprises me. People are like, I really like the show. And I'm like, you do? Okay. Because there's many shows we'll just go, well, maybe the next one will be an awesome one. And then some of those are ones where we're like, no, man, I love that episode. So you never know. It is what it is. So, okay. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead. We said we're going to talk about the best of 2017 movies and TV shows. Before we do that, I kind of wrote down some of the top stories of the last year in case we forgot some of them. Some of them obviously we wouldn't. In 2017, we saw Trump's first year in office. The Russia investigation was one of the big storylines early on. Kind of faded away. I mean, I guess people still talk about it.
It's not faded away at all.
It's not.
Well, Bannon brought it all the way back.
Yeah, Bannon.
It's been cooking. You guys are just ignorant.
Okay, we are ignorant. The hurricane onslaught. Hurricanes hit Texas, Florida, and Puerto Rico and did massive amounts of damage.
I forgot all about that.
There was a Las Vegas mass shooting where the guy killed a lot of people.
Forgot about that one as well.
There were sexual misconduct allegations. We obviously talk about that quite a bit. North Korea did a lot of weapons testing this year, and the NFL player protest continued. It started in 2016, but really made a majority of its noise in 2017. So those were some of the – I mean, I forgot about some of those as well. Those are just a few of the highlights. So I don't know. Did anything stand out last year when you look back? I mean, Trump to me is obviously the big thing. Like, we'll look back on that for – I mean, obviously that's historical, but – the Las Vegas shooting is weird that we've forgotten about it almost.
We always forget shooting.
I mean, but that was a massive one. That's insanity that we forgot about that. And you know what's crazy about this story?
Yes.
No information's come out about that guy at all.
A little bit of information.
Not really. No.
Some did when it first happened.
That was all. I don't know.
Like the bumper butt or whatever.
The bump stock.
Oh yeah.
The bump
stock. I guess. So
that was just to further political gain, though. They didn't really have.
That's true.
What do you mean to further political gain?
Well,
come on.
It was a mass homicide that was using a semi-automatic weapon to make an... Anyway, whatever.
No, go ahead. I want to hear this. Continue on. You guys kind of...
I mean, I don't think that's necessarily political gain when something is outlawed and you skirt the law.
That information had nothing to do with helping us find out why he did it.
I mean, there was a little bit of information like that released, though, wasn't there?
Very little.
Very little.
That's what David was saying. Very little.
I mean, he wrote something and they released it, didn't they?
No, I don't know that they released anything. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's crazy.
Mad. I feel like he was mad about something. Maybe not.
I mean, I
hope
think?
So. You think he was a little bit mad?
This is what people do when they're in a good mood. I hate to see what he...
I mean, you don't know. People could be crazy, you know? People could be off.
Yeah.
I mean, you would hope that's what was wrong with
him.
But
when I get mad, I'm not going to shoot people up. That's what makes you crazy.
That's true.
I mean, it's hard to argue with that.
Okay, well let's go.
Anyway.
Let's get positive here. We'll start off. John, what were some favorite movies for you of the year 2017?
Unfortunately, the only times I really get out to the movies is when I really, really sacrifice to get there. So, pretty much the only movies I saw were comic book movies. Between Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor Ragnarok, and Spider-Man, those were the standouts for me. I really enjoyed those movies.
So which three were Guardians of the Galaxy? You said
Thor Ragnarok and Spider-Man.
Thor Ragnarok, Spider-Man. Okay, yeah, it's not bad ones. Okay, Lee, did you have any that kind of stood out? Did you see a lot of movies in 2017, or?
I'm trying to remember.
Okay. Well, I'll let you kind of look. I kind of compiled my favorite. I think I had 7 or 8 here that kind of stood out for me. Get Out was a really good movie. I don't know if you guys saw that one. It's obviously the movie about a black man that goes in to meet his girlfriend's family, and things go awry. So if you have not seen Get Out, it's really good. It's a really good thriller/horror/ social commentary film, and I really enjoyed it. If you haven't seen that, you should check it out. Dunkirk blew me away. It may be my favorite movie of 2017. Christopher Nolan once again delivers the goods. He's my favorite. Probably favorite.
I don't know if
director.
I can watch that movie.
You can. It's really good. I'm telling you.
It seems really intense, though.
It is. No, it is. That's the whole point, though.
I don't like now these days when I watch a movie, I kind of want to be uplifted, not like witness.
It's good though. It's uplifting though a little bit because of that story's uplifting. It's kind of this. It's kind of this story of people coming together to overcome adversity and things like that. So it's good. You should definitely check it out. Blade Runner 2049 I really enjoyed. I
want to see that one.
It's really good. I love Ryan Gosling. I thought he did fantastic, and it's a good story, and it really stays true to the original. A lot of people are knocking Star Wars for whatever it's doing, but I feel like this one really took the past movie, incorporated into the new movie with a new story though. So I thought that was kind of cool. Obviously I loved Guardians of the Galaxy. Spider-Man Homecoming I said was my favorite superhero movie. I loved Alien Covenant. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I loved the Alien franchise, and I thought Alien Covenant was really a cool movie. I love Star Wars Last Jedi. I know people didn't love it. And Baby Driver. If you've not seen Baby Driver, you will love it. The soundtrack alone is amazing, but it's very stylized. It's a great, fantastic film. The opening chase scene, which you can go watch online. The first 6 minutes will blow you away. It's one of the best chase scenes I've ever seen in a movie. It's fantastic. So that's fantastic.
What about that John Kerry documentary?
John Kerry. Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
I watched it. It was interesting. It wasn't one of my favorites, but it was. I saw a lot of movies this year. Planet of the Apes really was underwhelming for me. Did not enjoy it at all.
Sound like it would be that good.
I saw Mother, which is up on the screen right now. It's a hard watch for me because I knew it was really the director Darren Aronofsky. I can't even say his name, but anyways, it was basically him telling a story. But I knew this story was like a metaphor for something else. So the entire time, that's all I was thinking about. I wasn't thinking about the actual story of the movie. I was thinking about what's the director trying to say with this movie.
Did you see Bright?
And it gets out there, dude. I have not seen Bright yet.
Beauty and the Beast?
No, I did not see that.
That's all I got.
With Mother, though, the crazy thing, that's actually about the Bible. So it gets deep, man. This director, he loves the Bible. He directed Noah as well. And, I did not like Noah. But he, it's a crazy movie. So those were some of my favorite movies. Lee, do you have any that kind of stood out? Not really. Okay. We've got a bunch of listener ones. We'll get to those in just a second. TV shows of 2017. Did anything stand out for either? I know Lee, Game of Thrones. You obviously love that, right?
I didn't. I wouldn't say I loved it. No.
Okay. I thought we used to do a recap every week. The minute recap.
Did you listen to the recaps?
Yeah, you loved it, man. It was fun. Okay. I'll give you some of my shows and you can jump on if you want. Here are my top shows of 2017. I've got 10. My number one favorite show is Mr. Robot. I love it. It's stylized. It's a great story. It's a lot of commentary on today. Featured Bitcoin in this season, which was kind of funny, becoming the national currency. Better Call Saul. If you're not watching that, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Preacher, another fantastic show on AMC. You got to watch that. The Good Place is a fun little 20-minute show. It stars Kristen. Is it Kristen Bell? Kristen Bell. It's not Kirsten. It stars Kristen Bell and Ted Danza. What's his name? What's his real name?
Tony Danza.
No. The guy from Cheers.
Ted Danson.
Ted Danson. Sorry, yeah, it's Ted Danson. Good little sitcom with a nice spin on it. Legion was a great superhero film, superhero show that kind of played with your mind, played with perspective. Glow, the series on Netflix starring Mark Maron, is really good. If you haven't checked that out,
wrestling.
Yes, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. Check that out if you haven't. It's really good.
Brie Larson.
Yeah. Defenders. Me and John both love the Defenders. Really good. This Is Us. If you like drama, kind of primetime shows, is fantastic. It makes me almost tear up every episode. It's fantastic. And then a sneaker pick. It's really good. A lot of people know about the show, but Sneaky Pete, which is a Amazon Prime exclusive show. Sneaky Pete stars Giovanni
Ribisi.
Yeah, he plays a con man who gets out of jail and tries to act like he's another person to try to run a scheme. So it's really good. It's got Bryan Cranston in it in a role like you haven't seen him in. It's really good. So
you didn't mention The Handmaid's Tale.
I just started watching it. I'm on episode 3. It's blowing my mind. It's pretty.
It's perfect.
It's pretty crazy.
I've read the book. I haven't seen the TV show. You didn't mention Stranger Things, too.
I don't like Stranger Things.
I'm just saying.
No. I've got the listeners.
I know.
I do not like Stranger Things.
I'm bringing it up for other people.
Listen to me, people.
You didn't mention Rick and Morty.
I'm 40 years old.
They had the whole but they had that McDonald's thing. I don't like Rick and Morty either, but they had the McDonald's thing where they were like running out of the sauce and people were killing each other over it and stuff.
Yeah, okay. Stranger Things
Black
too.
Mirror. You didn't.
No, Black Mirror just came out, dude. That's 2018. I'm watching.
No, it was in 2017.
Well, the last season, I guess. Yeah, I love Black Mirror. I'm watching the new series right now. It's great if you're not watching. But there's so much great TV shows now.
American Gods too is another one I thought was pretty good.
Don't know anything about it. I started watching Godless. I love Halt and Catch Fire. I watch a lot of shows. So okay, I'm gonna get to some of the listener mentions, and then they did movies and TV shows. So we'll break them down. I'm gonna go Rusty G last because I got some problems with his list. Sammy said he loved Last Jedi. Obviously he loved Star Wars Rebels, and I just saw in the chat he liked The Punisher, which I've only watched a couple of episodes. I don't know. I'm not loving it. Corey said he loves Stranger Things too. Then
we get it. You're not a fan.
I'm not a fan. So Sarah Carr said she loved Atomic Blonde, John Wick 2, Blade Runner, Star Wars, Thor, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Ozark, which is a really good show on Netflix I didn't mention, Godless, which I just started watching on Netflix, which is good so far, and Stranger Things 2. Aaron Steinheier. Do anybody know him? He's on our page. He liked Ozark.
Yeah,
He liked Ozark as well, which is on Netflix. It stars the guy from Arrested Development, main guy in Arrested Development, Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman.
In a role, unlike any role you've seen him. It's really good. So, Marlon Mealer said he loved Logan, which I forgot all about. Good movie. I liked it. It was all right. Chris of a Fake Ass Radio Show said check out Sneaky Pete and Ozark. A lot of people like Ozark. It is a good series. And then Rose said she likes a show called Life in Pieces, which is a sitcom show about a kind of displaced family in the.
It's almost like several families in one. Colin Hanks.
Rusty G.
Did you get any 3 Billboards? That one's hot off the press.
I have got it downloaded on my computer and I need to watch it.
All right. Well, East Nashville News coming out. Favorite movie of.
Really? Okay. I'm waiting for that big movie of 2017. It's going to blow me away. I have not seen it yet. I'm looking for that Best Picture. I feel it's going to be some lame movie, but we'll see what happens. Rusty G, here are his favorite movies. Wonder Woman. Okay, we can all get behind. Wonder Woman was a great film. Ghost in the Shell, which was panned
critically acclaimed.
Oh, yeah, critically acclaimed. All right. If panned means,
the previews looked good.
But then his TV show.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if I can say this out loud.
Run, Rusty, run.
What, John? What do you think his favorite TV show might be that would drive me crazy, that I've tweeted about actually?
Young Sheldon.
Young Sheldon, which is the story of young Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory. John, have you watched this show?
I have not seen Young Sheldon.
Oh, come on.
I promise you that.
I don't know about this. Come on.
What would I have to gain? As much. This is where I'm going to draw the line.
That's true.
If you guys making fun of me.
You like
I like Big Bang Theory,
so why
yes.
You like Young Sheldon?
It's like over capitalization over something that's just, no, it's not. I'm not even interested in watching it.
It looks like I look at that and go, this is proof that God doesn't like us as people.
Okay, well we've got to wrap up.
I'm just saying.
We got to wrap it up though.
We got to wrap up the wrap up. Okay,
so wrap up.
That was some of our favorites of 2017. So message us on Twitter at BYB Pod or on Facebook and let us know if we missed anything. But I think we got good year for TV shows. All right, year for movies. All right, so what do we got to jump into?
Okay.
We got a Dear John this week?
We do have a Dear John.
All right, so let's jump into that. John's going to give advice in the Dear John segment.
Dear John, Dear John, by the time you read these lines, I'll be gone.
Okay, so each week we bring you life advice from our very own host, John.
Okay.
We have to start this one with a disclaimer this week. The Dear John letters do not represent the attitude or opinions of the show.
Okay.
With that being said, this one comes
come from the lawyers.
This one comes in. Hello, guys. I've been listening to the podcast for several weeks now, and I love it.
Yeah.
I have a question for
Hold
John.
on. This is good so far. All right, keep going.
Yeah, you like that, huh?
Yeah, I like that.
I have a question for John.
Uh-oh.
I recently was scheduled to receive a promotion at work and was number 1 on the eligibility list for the next manager position. I have been with the company for several years now. That position came open, and I didn't get the job. I'm a white female in her mid-30s, and the promotion was given to a black woman who was just hired a few months ago. I was told she was a better fit and that I would get my chance next time around. What should I do? Should I stay with the company and wait, leave, complain to HR, which is almost pointless? Would love to hear what you think about this situation. Thank you so much for putting out a great show each week from Not a Boss in Nashville.
Oh. Uh-oh.
All right. Well, thank you for your praise, first and foremost. We're glad you are a listener of the show, and hope you keep coming back. As far as
it may hinge on this advice piece right here, buddy.
As far as I would not complain to HR. I don't think that'll do anything. What I would do, I wouldn't just up and quit. But, I mean, this is an age where the people of talent are people are looking for them. I would put your feelers out there and, actively look for something else, but don't quit.
But there's got to be some amount of anger. And
I'm sure there is.
Because she said at the beginning, right, she said she was pretty much told this promotion was going to be hers, right? Like they said, what, you're going to be the next manager or something like that?
That's what it sounded like.
So I don't know about the black female thing, but anyway, I mean, there's some subtext to that. But Good thing. Number one, if this was a white guy, this might be a different.
I mean, is John done with his
No.
advice?
I'm recapping. So I keep going, Johnny. I'm just saying. You think you would be able to stomach it to stay there, knowing you're?
Oh, that's why I would start putting my feelers out. I mean, I don't have the best job in the world myself. I don't make as much money as I'd like to, but I do enjoy the work that I do, and I do enjoy the company I work for. So I don't really constantly put my feelers out looking for other things, even though monetarily I should do that.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas if I felt like I was burned by the company, I would, but I wouldn't jump shit unless I had an active plan. Don't act rashly, based on pride. Just go ahead and make sure you have a place to land if you do jump.
Lee?
So that's pretty par on what John would give you.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Yeah, you got screwed over. Stay there, take it another time and another time, and they're just going to keep telling you lies. If your manager,
let me give.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll let you wrap it up because you obviously are going to really tell us how it is.
I am.
I have 2 points of advice. First off, I would never ever refer to the the race of the woman who got the promotion. Because that's just going to set you up for trouble, right?
To people she works with.
To anyone.
What, us? We don't care.
No, that's what I'm saying. Just to anyone
Take
it to your grave.
But we were out having a beer with her. She could tell us, dude.
Take it to your grave.
We're not going to judge people.
No, this is modern day. Someone will record
factual,
it.
Man. Go ahead. It's just
I would say
fact.
go back and watch episode 51 where we give the lice advice. We give the key. Isolate, document, destroy.
Oh, my God.
You can start your campaign today. And you can have your revenge because nothing tastes sweeter than a cold bowl of revenge. That's what I would say.
Oh, wow. I would go in there and tell your boss to kiss off. I mean, and
Is that kind of like put a pin in it?
And put
boss, kiss off.
I mean, I would just say, you know what? You told me something. You lied to me as a person. And
you look them in the eye.
Do you think I'm going to
sit down and look them in the eye?
Do you think I'm going to trust you anymore with any of your promises you make to me? I don't even know if I could stay working there. Like you said, I mean, yeah, I know your pride to catch up with you, but it is easier in the long run to do the right thing and just shut your mouth. But if you know me, maybe even Lee, I don't know about John, obviously, it would be hard for me to sit at that desk every day and swallow my pride continuously when this new manager, who's not me, who I was promised a job for, got the job. I say leave the place. Screw it. Just leave it, man. Just find another job. You can give them 2 weeks, start looking for a new job. If you can't find, you'll find one. You'll bounce on your feet, but you got to get out of that company. It sounds like John, you said there's all these jobs out here, then just leave.
Take your feelings and push them deep down inside of you and repress them.
Yes, it's like the scene from what's that movie? The Lego movie. You know who I talk about? Una Kitty. Have you seen Lego movie?
Everyone is happy.
Yeah, but
better
her thing is so when they meet her, this reminds me of some people I work with.
She's very happy, but she's like,
she's like,
suppress your feelings.
She's like, don't ever tell your feelings.
Right.
Yeah,
no true.
Una Kitty. Yeah, it kind of sounds like that. But my advice: get the hell out of there.
Listen to the chat. If her tires are flat, it's hard to drive to work. This guy gets it. Okay.
No.
This guy gets it.
Well, I think he's saying
slash the.
Well, number one, if you're reading all of his stuff, let's be real. She got the promotion because of race. Okay, number one. Then someone says, screw the race crap. And then someone says, screw the race crap. And if her tires are flat, it's hard to drive to work. I think I'm implying that you should flatten the tires of the new boss where they won't show up to work.
Right.
You sabotage their job and then you jump in and grab it, which is not so bad advice either. I mean, I can't condone
kind of Lee's advice.
And then so it's kind of like the Count of Monte Cristo. Like once you're in that managerial position, you kind of work to undermine the entire company, especially the boss that
like Mr. Robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So you sabotage within from a higher position of power. So
take them down. Write that down because you'll be apologizing for that next week.
Life is too short. Okay, start your sabotage.
Life is too
today,
short not to vandalize your manager's tires and get their job. That's just what I heard right there. Okay, that's it. Wrap it up. All right, that was Dear John. You can send us your emails, bybpod.com or blameyourbrother.net. On the right side, there's a column. You can send it to us or DM us. tweet us, whatever, Facebook us. Just send us your question. It will remain anonymous. We will not tell anybody who you are, so unless you want to be known.
Do you ever catch yourself doing something that you hate?
Yeah, going to work every day.
Mine is finger guns. I do finger guns too much.
Okay.
That's my New Year's resolution is no more finger guns.
I don't know. That's a good question. I have to think of that. Let's go ahead.
I think
we got to hit Idiot of the Week this week because
really? Are we Idiot of the Week keys? Are we gonna do blame yourselfie? What's up?
Yeah, we can go a little bit longer. It's fine, man.
We also have like so many topics to talk about, and we're already at an hour.
Well, let's touch Idiot of the Week because this is you already know who it's going to be. Bring up his picture.
My God, I am surrounded by idiots.
You idiot! To the idiot mobile. You idiot! You're an idiot.
Well, that's because you're an idiot.
All right, it's time for the Idiot of the Week. This week's Idiot of the Week is Logan Paul. You may be in the low gang. I don't know. I don't know what your life is about.
I'm definitely not.
Lee is a low ganger all day.
Definitely not in the
this guy, number one, ganger. We're looking at Logan Paul's picture here. Logan Paul, YouTube star, there we go, apologizes as critics slam video showing dead body. Do either of you know anything about this story at all?
I mean, what kind of...
Okay, let me quick...
What kind of cave have you been hiding under to not have heard
John hasn't heard of this.
I know just little bits of it, but
okay.
Not really.
Who is Logan Paul? The best way to describe it, Logan Paul and Jake Paul are brothers that are kind of famous for, Jake Paul's famous for being on Disney shows, I guess, and he's a vlogger, and he got in some trouble because he moved in this house. They were destroying it, setting mattresses on fire and everything like that. But they get a ton of views. Girls 10 to 14 years old are kind of their demo. And this guy this week went to Japan, and he went to this
Suicide
Forrest, which already... Well, you know what's up in Suicide Forest.
It's a famous thing, though.
It's not a clever name.
It's a famous thing.
There's actually people killing themselves in the forest. Well, allegedly, from what I've read, you can only get to the people that kill themselves if you go in areas that are kind of restricted. Like, you're not supposed to go back there and film and things like that.
It makes sense.
So he goes back there, and he sees a dead body, and the first thing he goes is, "Are you pranking me, bro? Are you pranking me?" Like, he thought his friend had went into Suicide Forest.
They prank each other all the time.
What kind of friends do you have where the question is, we see a dead body, and I go, "John, are you pranking me, bro?"
No,
are you pranking me, bro?
He came out about that and said his way of dealing with stress is
he's a liar. He's a damn liar. He's a liar.
He's probably a liar, but he's mostly a doofus, right? But he's also absolutely good looking, which you've said before. Like,
he's all right. He looks like Jeffrey Dahmer a little bit.
What's his main demographic again?
Girls 10 to 14.
Okay.
I mean, we could change the show and probably have that demographic. I mean, it'd be kind of weird, but
I don't think we could.
Let's not.
Let's not say we didn't. But
I think this guy's getting run under the bus.
Well, he's done.
I think he's getting run under the bus unfairly.
So you don't think this is warranted for people to be upset that he's showing a dead body on film of a guy that just killed himself? And he's like, dude, man.
You pranking me, bro?
Yeah, you pranking me, bro.
Compared to like these streamers dropping N-bombs and stuff. And
so you don't
Bill Maher is talking about field people, you know, like, and he still has a national publicized show. And this guy just, it's a vlog where he goes out.
Vlog? It's a vlog.
Video log? Vlog?
Yes,
so
Lee.
You know he's
dude. Who is this guy? This is Lee on here posing as another person. Yes, Lee. This was a nothing burger.
I don't know what that means.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous.
My point is that if you're watching, you know they're going to the Suicide Forest. What are you expecting?
He filmed it, and he knew he edited it and put it together knowing this was going to be controversial, man.
It's a little rough to put a dead person on a video.
A little rough, John. A little rough.
It was in poor taste.
I like a little rough. It's a little rough. The guy just
you're
killed
acting like he killed somebody.
Did you see? Did you know?
Put it on his
do you know he didn't? Did you know he didn't?
That's
did
ridiculous.
Well, do you think it'd be in decent taste if you started to? If we did our next show live from a funeral home, you think that would be okay?
It's an excellent idea.
It's a horrible idea.
Horrible idea. I'm with John on that.
Look, my point is that we talked about this a couple weeks ago. In the modern age, like everyone just jumps on something and they're off of it within 24 hours.
Right.
That's exactly what this is. No one cared about this guy. And I mean, some people did. He's a famous YouTuber for sure.
Yeah, people
cared. YouTube, he's there.
People cared.
But it's like everyone just starts piling on because they see a weakness.
Well, when you see the caption, Logan Paul and his friends laughing and smiling after discovering a dead body. I mean, come on, man. Have some class, kids. Okay?
I'm just saying, okay, you got a daughter now. 11, 12 years in the future, she's watching the show.
She's a
YouTube
low
channel
ganger.
like that.
She's in the low gang.
I've already felt her at that point.
That didn't mean you give up.
Exactly.
I don't know. Your kid's going to watch YouTube, man. My kids watch it all the time, and they talk about all these personalities. And this guy is just saying, hey, 10 to 14-year-old girls.
Stuff on YouTube.
He's like, but you know what we did? You know what we did, guys? We put a suicide prevention link at the bottom of the show notes, so it's all good.
Well, way to wash those hands, pilot.
Yeah, man. It's all good, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't kill yourself, kids, unless I can vlog it, man.
Like,
I can vlog it.
But if you do.
If you do.
I mean, whatever. I think it's just being blown out of proportion.
All right.
People
Well, you heard that
freaking out
here.
over hardly nothing.
Leads.
I mean, if their main different demographic was like
Dudes our
men
age?
27 to 30, then it'd be different.
So you think he did this in order to incite rage or
controversy, and I think it bounced on him the wrong way. That's the thing.
So you think he sat down and said, if I put a dead person on the screen,
oh, for sure, yeah,
it's going to cause controversy and hits.
When you embrace chaos, it's going to...
I mean, if that's the case, that's bad.
Yeah, it is.
But if he is the airhead that I think he is and was just clueless,
right?
He's like, oh, it's good footage. We ran into a dead person. Let's put it on there.
All right. Well, there we go. Lead thanks to not idiot of the week. Okay. All right. Some of the news stories we're going to have to
I do think he deserves to be idiot of the week.
Okay.
But not for this.
Just for being him. Just for being him. Okay. Well, there you go. Good enough. Some of the news
him for him.
Yes. I guess some of the news stories we'll bounce to next week. They're still kind of going, and we'll probably forget about them as the news cycle.
Maybe we'll do an after show or something.
And news of the week or something. We can do that. Okay. You want to do blame yourselfies real quick? You got them up?
Let's just go. Let's go. Bounce them.
Let's bounce them till next week. Yeah. All right, it is time then for the major key segment.
So let me give you a major key. Where is the key?
That is not the key. I want the key.
Give us the keys. So let me give you a major key.
And you really do have the key.
Everybody stand up right now. Everybody. I got the keys now.
All right, it's time for a major key, a life lesson from today's show. What do you guys got? I'm thinking I got something, but I want to hear yours first. You got anything that just kind of stands out?
I think the shower is not a good place to hide.
It's not bad. I was going to say only shotgun Bud Light. It's not bad.
I had one. I forgot it though. So
yeah,
whatever.
So
the only shotgun Bud Light.
Someone said don't answer the door. Could be a major key segment. I don't know.
I hear you knocking, but you can't come in.
So what do you got?
Like finish your business before you start.
I know, dude. How crazy is that story? The dude is like in the middle of getting it on. He's having sex with this girl, and he's like, yo, I got to go answer that door, man. Like,
well, I mean, he knew what was up.
Yeah, he knew, but you got to finish your nut, man. I mean, that's
wow. Did you just say that?
Yeah, I said
well, I think you won the Twitter poll. I think that's the life lesson right there. The key. You got to finish your nut.
Put
man.
it up there. I'm good with it. I don't care. Go. All right, major key of the week. You got to finish your nut.
Oh, Dave.
Give us the keys. So let me give you a major key.
And you really do have the key.
Everybody stand up right now.
Everybody stand up.
Keys now.
And finish that nut.
Finish that nut.
Finish that nut. All right, guys. So that was the episode for this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you heard some funny things, some good stuff. It's an interesting show for sure. And we want you to go to our website, blameyourbrother.net, blameyourbrother.net, or if you want to blameyourbro.com, you can go there. But blameyourbrother.net's the website. Has all the past episodes on it. Has the new blog, the new column by Adam Cox. So please go check that out. Blame Your Geek Side. Also, there's tons of links on there to you got Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Please subscribe to the YouTube page, and then you can see when we're live on Thursdays. You can come hang out with us, join in on the fun, join in on the chat. It's always a good time. It's always hilarious. And also, there's links there for our Amazon affiliate link. If you're going to go buy anything through Amazon, click on that link for us. It'll take you to Amazon. You can you do your purchases as normal, but it gives us a little kickback. It helps the show immensely more than you know. So if you can make your purchases through Amazon using that link, it really helps us a lot more than you know. Also, we've got Blame Your Brother shirts. So if you want a shirt, click on that link. It's that easy to take you there. You buy a shirt, shows up. Then you take a picture and show us, and all is good in the world. Radio Vegas rocks. Please go check those guys out. RadioVegas.rocks. They stream us. If you're on Central Time, we've changed times now. They're going to start streaming us at 1 p.m. on Thursdays. So if you miss an episode, you just want to listen to it as it streams on the network, go do that and check out a ton of other shows. Jay's doing a lot of good stuff over there. And we said you can email the show, ask John a question. Any question will be answered. He's got advice for every situation, so please do that. You can do that email the show or email us at bybpod@gmail.com. So that's been this week. That's been 2017. We're saying farewell to you. Hopefully, we didn't even ask, did you do anything big for New Year's Eve before we sign off?
I cried myself to sleep and then dreamed I ate cake.
All right, John, you worked?
I worked. What color are we wearing next week?
What color are we wearing? I'll text you. I'll text you later about it. All right. So, okay. So 2017. Bye-bye. Nice seeing you. Big things coming in 2018 for this podcast. Just stay tuned. Social media. You'll get to all of it. Lee, anything else?
Don't blame yourself when you can blame your brother.
Burn this.
I'm sorry?
This must never be seen by anyone.
You want me to play it again?
Has anybody seen this?
Nobody has seen this.
They have to be found and talked to.